Does declining the exit interview have any negative consequences? That's the question. That is a question I received from a Keisha whatever 443. And Keisha watched one of my videos, why you should never do an exit interview when you are over 50. And Keisha, you sent me this message 22 hours ago, according to YouTube, according to the notation. And I am praying that you didn't go on that exit interview until you watched this video, because I'm so glad you messaged me, and I got back to you really as quickly as I could. Matter of fact, I just saw this message a little bit ago, and I thought I better hop on here. Okay, here's the question. The question is, does declining the exit interview have any negative consequences? And my first retort is, why risk it? Why risk it? Why risk any negative consequences? You asked this question in earnest, and I'm going to answer it in earnest. Why risk it? The way, or what I know is this, that 56% of workers over the age of 55 years old are pushed out of their job, pushed out before they're ready to retire, and they're pushed out because of their age. And then only 1 out of 10 of those workers ever again earn as much money as they earned prior to being pushed out, shoved out, thrown out of that job. So if you leave a workplace, if you're ready to leave, and they call you in or want you to have an exit interview with them, and then you go in there and you say something wrong, or maybe that person's prodding, being nosy, pushing too hard, that HR person I'm speaking of, you say something, you just blurt something out you wish you wouldn't have said. You don't know if you could travel to that next job, that new place that you're going to. You just don't know the relationship that this current job has with that next HR manager or boss or whatever. It's just not worth it. And I've got people who've made comments to me and said, well, Lou, they're not allowed legally to do it. Legally, they can't get away with it. Well, it happens, my friends. It happens. I have run a chain of business-to-business magazines, hundreds of employees, managed employees in multiple offices, talked to companies. When I ran my business-to-business publication, I talked to owners of companies, to the HR folks. I can tell you this, people do talk. Take my word for it. I ran a chain of business-to-business magazines, hundreds of employees, talked to tens of thousands, probably, maybe not tens of thousands, but at least thousands of business owners over the course of years. When I ran the chain of business papers, I ran a weekly newspaper. I can tell you from experience, the experience that a lot of folks out there don't have, why take the chance? It doesn't make any sense. It's too hard. Why risk it? Don't do it. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm crossing the fingers on both of my hands and hoping that you don't go to that exit interview. Just be polite. Just say, hey, thanks for the invite. I appreciate it, but you know what? I'm going to politely decline. And that's all you got to say. Politely decline. Truth is, if they really cared about what you think, they would have asked you a long time ago before you quit, before you decided to leave. They would have asked you, hey, we need to talk. I'm going to see how you're doing, see how you're feeling. There's no warm and fuzzy and cozy relationship if they're coming to you at the end when you've already given your notice. It's not worth it. Your other question, I answer it really quick. You said, curious if acing the exit interview is better or worse than declining. Acing the exit interview, you're not even going to try to ace it. Some people will go in and say, Lou, I had a great relationship, so, I went in there anyway and I did it. And I'm always going to say, you shouldn't have done it. Don't do it. Don't ever, when I said why you should never do an exit interview when you are over 50, don't do it. It's too hard for us to find a new job. Too hard. Takes too long. Don't do it, my friend. I do appreciate your contacting me, Keisha, whatever, 4443. If you have any more questions, Keisha, make another comment. Send me an email. You're welcome to do it. Before I forget, this video is sponsored by Career Fitter. I want to thank Career Fitter. If you guys want to find out if there's a career out there that's better for you than the one you have right now, there's a link to the free Career Fitter career aptitude test in the description box. That's all I got for you, my friends. Try to or think about subscribing to this channel. Have a great day, everybody.